Hello everyone, welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for another edition, or actually a special edition of YBMcast, always powered by Game 7 Baseball. Game7baseball.com. I do that because it's fun. And we have to my right our continuing interviews with GAC District Champs, Coach Nick Beckmann from Francis Howell Central, winning District 3. Coach, congrats. I picked you guys too.
Yeah, I heard. Some others didn't. So, Coach Harris told me all about it. So I appreciate that.
It was coming down, and I stuck with it. SLU's a good ball club. They are. They got some really good pitching. I liked you guys' offense all year. It's been pretty consistent. You guys swung the bats pretty good all year. But I want to start off with it's something Coach Harris, of course, and that's great. I love the fact that people are proud of their schools. I think that's great, having pride in those things. I think it's important. First 20-win season since 2015. How does that make you feel?
It feels good. We've added games, so that helps out. But it speaks to our depth. Being able to throw guys on Saturday and get wins there, and just overall the compete level stays high throughout. So it was. Anytime you kind of put yourself in the school history stuff, it feels good.
Yeah. It's only the fourth time in school history that puts you up there with Coach Howard, and I think you'd played for Coach Howard. Is that correct? Yeah. So that's I love that stuff, man.
It's just continuing things that he started. So. And adding your own thing to it. So, it feels good.
That's very good. And this is, correct me, I think is your second season, correct?
Yeah.
Very good. So what do you think this does for the program moving forward? How do you build on that one?
Just hopefully build that year-to-year standard that, every program strives for it. You look around the GAC and there's just that constant, day in, day out, year in, year out, that the competitiveness. So we want to be up there with them and try to start that ball rolling a little bit.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the districts. I'm looking at the last part of your season. I always kind of think that's a critical point. You guys had got swept by Zumwalt West.
Yeah, they did that to a lot of people.
Yes, they did. Don't get me wrong. But the thing that I thought was interesting, you won 5 of your last 6 games, and then you made that run. What fueled that?
Well, Zumwalt West made us look pretty bad. Whistler struck out 16
on
day one, and Deverman came in and I think they out-hit us 14-2. They beat us. And the next day of practice, we just kind of reset it and talked about getting the 20 wins and ended on a good note and things like that heading into districts, and just kind of you reset that mind and start over, and like I said, Zumwalt West did that to a lot of people. They're so talented, and Coach Goff runs just a wonderful program. So it's just kind of like, okay, we got that behind us, and let's move forward and start anew, and the boys did a really good job of taking it a game at a time, and we won some good games there.
I love that, and it's tough. It really is difficult. I think high school coaches have a really difficult situation because you don't know how 16, 17-year-old kids are going to react to that kind of stuff, do you?
No. It's my 16th year teaching, so I get that, and you get kids in there that. They might rise to the occasion, they might melt, and so you just have to reset that mind. And one of the things we've done this year is really focused on that mental aspect. Like, we do mental training almost every day, kind of put yourself in the moment and not get too entwined with what happened yesterday or what could happen tomorrow or things like that. Just staying in that moment. And so we try to individualize everything and make it to where they're just focused on, if it's a practice, we're focused on our best practice. And so after those games, we reset. We had a mental day before practice, and then went out and kind of had a really good practice, and then kind of started anew.
Absolutely. Championship game, you got in there. SLU, it's a program that's been around a while. They had some really good arms. I know they have some D1 arms there.
3 of them.
And what was your decision to go with Braden Rubel? Was it just his turn?
Well, we went sophomore Henthorn in the first game, which I think kind of slew went as well. And then, it was really between Ello and Ello's throwing really well for us. But we've used him kind of in relief. And then Braden, he was a guy that in one game, if he's on, he's on. And against SLU, and if you've ever been to Sheridan Park, the wind blows straight in from left. So you're not going to score a lot of runs. And we knew that we were going to face Shearer, and Garrett's a really good pitcher. So it was going to be a low-scoring game. And, we just decided that Ello would give us our best chance that first game, and then Rubel would give us our best chance that second game. And it was a unanimous decision among the coaching staff, and we didn't think twice about it. So, and he went out there and he threw the ball well.
I love the confidence in your guys. I really do. Because honestly, and up and down, you've used a lot of pitchers. You didn't have Lane Harris this year.
Yeah.
And probably still not going to see too much of him into the state playoffs just yet. He's still coming back from that injury, right? Okay. And, offense has been your key. But your guys really, you beat SLU 1-0. As you said, it was going to be a low-scoring game. But Rubel went in there and just really took care of business.
We talked to him when we said, play the elements, make them beat you. And he attacked them. And with the fastball, I think he threw 3 curveballs all day. He just went fastball changeup and basically said, I dare you. But that's a mindset with him sometimes. If he gets too nitpicky and things like that, where when he's in that attack mode, his ball does enough that he doesn't have to be really fine on the edges or anything like that. So when it's working, it's working. And it was working.
That's awesome. I love to hear it. That's great. You guys are through district champs, feeling good about that. Mm-hmm. And then you get to meet another conference foe.
Yeah. It's not. That's a quick kind of reality check, right?
Right.
You knew going in you're going to get Zumwalt West or Francis Howell, and both of them are top 5 teams in the state.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to make it to the Final Four, you're going to have to earn it.
Agreed. Mm-hmm. Agreed. And the rival. I saw the first game you played against Francis Howell. I was out there. I did the record. I watched it. I still am upset that I didn't get Jaden's home run. Sorry, dude. But that was a really good game. You guys had the lead, and a couple things, and that you made a couple mistakes here and there. In those games, how do you use those? Did that help you continue to grow this team in those critical situations that helped you long-term in the season?
Yeah, we talk about building off of everything. So, it was unfortunate. And I don't know the score. I think we were up 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And it kind of snowballed on us in that one inning, miscue and then what happens after that and how to reset and things like that. And maybe I should have gone to Ello, a guy or 2 earlier. So we learned from that. But everything's a learning experience. Some of our guys, that's their first taste of playing legitimate, varsity baseball,
right?
And especially the juniors. So you try to learn from it, and the compete level is there. It's that's all you can ask for. So you're still learning your team, and early on, I think that's early April.
Yeah,
But those were 2 good games, and so if we have games like that, or the game like the second game. Hopefully we're on the other side of that 1-run game. But both games were 1 run, and so hopefully we're gonna at least make them earn something.
Yeah, because it took I think it was top of the 7th when Norfleet hit the home run that it was a 1-0 ball game, right?
Naputi and Rubel threw it really well.
Yep.
Both of them had a little bit of ticks up on the velo that day. I think Howell had. I think I was looking at. We had 2 or 3 hits, and Howell had 3 or 4 hits. Maybe it was flipped on that. And then, Brett got one, and he hit it good. So you tip your hat to that. It's a good baseball game, especially high school baseball game. I think there was 1 error all combined, and, that's a fun game to be a part of.
Absolutely. I love that stuff personally. I grew up on pitching and defense and stuff, and I think those are not boring games to me.
No, pitching and defense, they never slump, do they?
No, no. And I would imagine you're probably going to see Naputi again.
Yeah.
And you've seen him already. So how does that help you set your offensive group up for this matchup?
You kind of look back at who felt comfortable in there against them. We got some lefties in our lineup. Do we want to go lefty? Kind of understand what he does with runners on base, things like that. And where can we take advantage of that? Because, again, he's not going to give you much. You're going to have to earn everything against him. And so we'll see, kind of how this week of practice goes and where we're at there. And hopefully maybe he has an off day. I don't know.
Do you like the current format?
No, I don't. It's a week off between games. And I've talked to other coaches. A week off. So we played Friday. You don't play again until Saturday.
Right.
The following week. I like how our district did it, where we went Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Right.
To where you have to use 3 pitchers. And then the following week, personally, I would love to see if you're going to go straight quarterfinal, make it a best of 3 or something like that.
I agree.
And, and
I think that'd be killer.
It'd be awesome. And that's what the colleges, they kind of have that similar stuff. I get it, though. Money, umpires, those all come into play.
Agreed.
And all that. So, but the best out of 3 series, you play maybe one on Friday and then one on Saturday. If you need that third rubber game, you go right after it. But that'd be fun. And so, as long as you have to use more than 1 or 2 arms, it should test the depth of the teams.
And I think at this level, especially with as good a baseball across the state, I mean, you look at Lindbergh. You've got Liberty North over there. Rapek's got 4 big-time arms,
Lindbergh,
right?
He's using Lindbergh. Dane
Bourne.
He's a stud. And it's an advantage, but they also have 2 other guys coming in behind that are legit guys.
Blue Springs South has Tommy Lepore. I saw him just pretty much, and no offense, I think Howell's a great offensive team, but I saw him kind of dismantle Francis Howell.
If you keep Howell in check, you can throw. Them and CBC are the best 1 through 9 we saw all year.
You know what the greatest thing about that was? I saw a kid just having one of the best times. They playing the music between, it was at, I think, the Midwest Classic. He's out there dancing and singing on the mound the whole time. It was hilarious. Yeah. And he wasn't doing it mean or bad. It was just him. He's out there.
Yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
It was one of the funniest things I saw, man. So I think I love that thought process, and hopefully maybe, I'll help you petition that.
I'm too young in the seniority stage for anything. I'm just saying stuff.
Oh, man. Coach, congrats again.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. I'm looking forward to the game, but more than likely I'm going to be out with my guys at Zumwalt East.
Hey, I
watching them.
Interest for Coach Lautz and Zumwalt East, so I'm rooting for them.
Yeah.
Even though Coach Davis is a good friend of mine too. That's one. But our boys play together, so. Very good.
I think they're gonna have a good ball. I'm looking forward to seeing this. I know you guys. It's gonna be competitive. I'm looking forward to that one. Good luck to you, and again, congrats to Francis Howell Central.
Appreciate it.
Coach Nick Beckmann, District 3 Class 6 champions, guys, and thanks for tuning in. Get out and go check out one of these games. You can buy tickets online at misha.org. Get some tickets. Go. They're $5 to go to one of these, and you won't be sorry. There's going to be some really good competitive games out there. Go and enjoy. Support your community. It's a great time. All you pitchers, keep throwing strikes. You hitters, hit them where they ain't. And we will see you next time.